Hello guys, welcome to Code Blitz. Today we are going to develop a simple Android application that will guide you how you can navigate from one activity to the another activity. So let's begin. So first of all I will create a new project. So for that I will go in the file, new project. I will select here empty activity as we will be developing from this scratch. Next. So let's give the name to our activity, application name. I will write here multiscreen. Okay, I will click here finish. Now it will take some time for finishing your Gradle build. Okay, so my Gradle build has been finished. So first of all I will just delete this text view as we will be developing our application by scratch. So for that first of all I will bring my button view. I will drag it. I will constrain it horizontally and vertically. Let's take it here. Okay, so for displaying that it is the first activity I will use text view. I will constrain it. Okay, now let's split the screen. So in text view, for text view we will select the size of text view as it is not visible. So text size I will select 50 sp. Okay, then we have to edit the text. So I will write here first activity. Okay, first activity. Now let's use another attribute, that is text style bold. Okay, now come to the button view. So let's edit the idea of button view as we have to use it in a Java file. So it's a good practice to edit the IDs of the button view and all the views that you have to use in your Java file. So the next thing is, let's give the text to the button. I will write here next. So after clicking this next button you will be guided to the next activity. Okay, so let's develop our next activity. For that I will go to file, new. I will drag here. I will select activity. Let's select empty activity. Let's give name to your activity name. So I will write here second activity. It's all up to you what you have to name your activity as per your project need. I will click here finish. You can see the activity has been developed. It consists of two parts, that is XML part and Java part. Now in XML part I will again bring a text view. I will constrain it. This time I will search here text. Here text, I will edit that text. I will name it, give it as the second activity. Let's select text size. I will select text size 30 sp or keep it 50 sp as we had selected it previously. Now text style, let's select text style bold, apply. Okay, now we will also provide a button here. What this button will do, that when you will click this button will take you to the previous activity, that is your first activity. So we can navigate from first activity to the second activity and from second activity to the first activity. So I will edit the text. let's give name back. Now let's change it ID. I will write here BT2. We have to refactor it. Okay, that's all. Now let's move on to our Java. So the first thing in activity main.xml, we have to provide the code behind this button. The ID of this button is bt1. So let's extract that view in our Java file. So for that, we have to use name the button. Then let's give name bt1 only. Then we will use the method find view by ID. So I will write bt1 equal to, it's a button, so button, then find view by ID r.id bt1. Okay, now we will write a method that is bt1 dot set on click listener new view enter. Now this method is basically what it tells that what will happen when you click that button. So we have to provide the code that after clicking button what should it do. So basically we have to navigate from one activity to another activity. For navigation we use the class intent. So I will write here intent equal to new intent. Now here we have to write the name of the current activity where you are in. So we are basically in main activity. So I will write here main activity dot this, and after comma you have to write that to which activity do you have to navigate. So we have to navigate to the second activity. So I will write here second activity dot class. Okay, and then we will simply write here start activity, so it will start our activity, and then intent. Okay, so the code behind this button has been done. So whenever you will click this next button you will be navigated to this second activity. Now we will write the code for this back button. So for this what we will do is we'll go to the second activity.java. The ID for this is the button ID is bt2. So the method we will use now here, we will write button bt2 equal to button find view by id r.id dot bt2. Remember we are use the id of the second xml second activity is bt2, the button which we had used. So now again we will write here set on click listener. So after clicking what we have to do, this is that method which we are using, enter new view on click listener. Now the same we will do, we will for going from second activity to the first activity, we do it with the help of intent. So I will write here intent class, so intent equal to new intent. Now basically we have to provide the address of current activity. So we are in second activity, so I will write here second activity dot this, and where we have to go, we have to go to the first activity. The name of my first activity is main activity, so I will write here main activity dot class and simply start activity intent. So let's run our project. Click here. So Gradle build has been finished. So whenever I will click this next button, so it should take me to the second activity. So I will click here next. Yes, the second activity has been loaded. Now whenever we will click this back button, it should take me to the previous activity. So I will click here back. Yes, it is taking me to the previous activity. Next, second activity. So if you have liked the video, then please hit the like button, and if you have any suggestion, then do comment. Thank you.